Hi artists! Today we are going to make some snowy pine tree branches using our paint sticks. We're only going to use a few colors to make these branches today, but we are going to talk about layering those colors to make the branches more realistic. I'm going to start with my brown paint stick. I don't need it to be rolled up too much, just enough to use it. I'm going to start with a diagonal line across my page. Then I'm going to add additional branches by making a Y shape with my paint stick. Here you can see that Y shape that I have created. I want to fill my page, but I don't want to make so many branches that there's not room between them to add the needles. The next thing I am going to do is get out my light green paint stick. This is going to help me make some layers. I don't want to use the paint stick flat on my paper because the line is too big. I am going to turn the paint stick diagonally so it's on its side, and I'm just going to use the edge of the paint to make small, thin lines. I'm going to make these all over the branches that I have already added to my paper. Once I am done with the light green paint stick, I am going to use the dark green paint stick. Again, just using the edge of that paint to make a small, thin line. These lines are short and they are representing the pine needles that we see on pine or evergreen trees. I am going to use the dark green to go over the light green and create layers. The last thing I am going to do is get out my white paint stick. If you notice it is dirty, you can wipe it on your placemat to clean it off. Sometimes other colors get stuck on there, and that's okay. It's easy to clean. I am going to use my white paint stick to add a little snow in between these Y shapes where the snow would settle on a real pine branch. I can use my white paint stick to add a few more little dots for snow around my paper. Once my other snow is dry on my branches, I can also add another layer of white to make it more opaque or harder to see through, and that way it will stand out a little bit more on top of those pine needles. Have fun with your winter branches, artists, and be creative.